Good afternoon, everyone. Meteorologist Bill Rentschler in the 1011 Now streaming studio. Wanted to bring you an update on the Memorial Day weekend forecast. Again, a lot of folks have plans over the next couple of days. Going to be doing some traveling, either across the state or maybe across the region. And wanted to just take a few minutes and kind of break down the forecast for everyone, so that way they will hopefully have the latest and greatest information as they get ready to start their long holiday weekend. And it looks like fairly good news. Again, if you're going to be traveling, I think for the most part, weather should be fairly quiet for us, again, especially here locally in eastern Nebraska. But again, I think across much of the region, no big storms look like they're going to be heading our way here over the next couple days. So we'll go ahead and we'll dive right in and look at the weather graphics here. And again, we'll start with just the Storm Prediction Center outlook over the next couple days. Again, for the day today, again, across eastern Nebraska, we're going to be dry, nothing expected. Central and western sections of the state, Sandhills could see some spotty showers. Any severe thunderstorms today are expected to remain across parts of the Panhandle and into the high plains of eastern Colorado and eastern Wyoming. You zoom out and look at a more national view. Again, possibly some storms across parts of New Mexico into West Texas but again, much of the eastern half of the country looking to stay pretty quiet as we head through the remainder of the day on your Friday. For Saturday, again, kind of the same story. Should be dry across eastern Nebraska for Lincoln and areas like Columbus, Norfolk, Omaha, Nebraska City, Falls City, central Nebraska. Again, could see a spotty shower or two. And again, any severe thunderstorms expected to stay across really the western third of the state. And again, you zoom out, look at a more regional view, again, kind of across the high plains, stretching from West Texas all the way through eastern Colorado, eastern Wyoming, western Nebraska, the Dakotas, and into eastern Montana. That's where we have at least a chance for some severe thunderstorms along those lines. So again, maybe if you're heading out to Denver or into the Front Range area, again, you could be dealing with some severe storms, but again, much of the eastern half of the country looking at pretty quiet conditions in terms of the potential for severe weather for the day on Saturday. And then for the day on Sunday, again, kind of more of the same, rinse and repeat a little bit. Again, there is a marginal risk across the western third of the state, central Nebraska. Again, maybe looking at some spotty showers, isolated thunderstorms in eastern Nebraska, including Lincoln and Omaha, likely staying dry through most of the day on Sunday. And again, you zoom out, look at a more national view. Again, basically the same deal. The eastern half of the country should stay pretty quiet. There's that marginal risk that basically stretches from the western Dakotas into western Nebraska, western Kansas, and into the northern Texas Panhandle. So again, no big severe weather outbreaks, it looks like, over the next couple days. So again, that is good news. And again, it looks like the severe weather threat should be fairly limited to, again, the high plains over the next several days as well. In terms of Skycast, again, we'll look here again at the statewide view. Again, over the next couple hours, things should remain pretty quiet. There's that chance for a few spotty showers, isolated thunderstorms in central Nebraska this afternoon. Again, some ongoing issues in southwestern Nebraska. We'll continue to keep an eye on with some flooding concerns across parts of Dundee, Hitchcock, and Red Willow counties. But then by late tonight, again, there might be a few spotty showers in the far west. Most of us are dry. So we head into Saturday morning. We're looking at variable cloudiness, but again, fairly quiet conditions as we start our Saturday. Saturday afternoon, again, maybe a spotty shower in central Nebraska. Most of the state looking at dry conditions by Saturday afternoon. Bit of a south and southeast breeze that could be a bit breezy at times. Into Saturday late afternoon, evening, again, there could be some severe thunderstorms that try and pop up across parts of the Panhandle and maybe into the Sandhills. That activity, again, should stay well west of the Lincoln, Omaha, and Tri-City areas through the day on your Saturday. Then into the day on Sunday, again, we could start Sunday morning with maybe a few scattered showers across parts of central Nebraska. Again, the chance in Lincoln, very small, not quite zero, but again, pretty small. Wouldn't be overly concerned. Through the day on Sunday, looking at variable cloudiness across the area, and again, maybe a few widely scattered showers across the state towards Sunday night. Again, parts of the Sandhills, kind of the western third of the state, again, could see a few of those isolated severe storms. We'll keep an eye on that. But again, for Lincoln, eastern Nebraska, it looks like we're going to see generally dry weather as we head over the next several days. But central Nebraska, again, won't rule out some spotty showers and thunderstorms. Western Nebraska probably has the best chance as we head through the holiday weekend to see some of those maybe more widely scattered showers and thunderstorms, with a few severe thunderstorms possibly mixed in there as well. If I pull up the more regional view for us here and run you through the next couple days, again, Friday afternoon, Friday evening, should be pretty quiet. You can see out just off to our east, across the Great Lakes into the Ohio River Valley. Again, big blocking ridge is going to keep things really quiet. So again, areas to our east looking pretty quiet. Again, along the high plains tonight. Again, stretching from down in Texas through eastern Colorado, western Nebraska. That's where we do see that chance for maybe some of those those thunderstorms as we head into the day on Saturday. Again, Saturday morning. Again, maybe if you're heading out towards the Carolinas, there's just kind of a low pressure system spinning out there. So again, it's going to be bringing rain to parts of the Carolinas and to the southeast coast over the next day or so. But again, you can see by Saturday morning, pretty quiet across the country. Saturday afternoon, again, still dealing with rain across the Carolinas, some scattered thunderstorms stretching from, again, parts of West Texas along the Front Range into the Pacific Northwest. Saturday night into late Saturday night, again, things for the most part looking pretty quiet. And then as we head into the day on Sunday, again, not a whole lot happening. Again, just that low pressure system kind of spinning across parts of the Carolinas towards the Appalachians. Again, bringing some widespread rain to those areas. But otherwise, again, no widespread rain expected across much of the country. Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, again, maybe some stronger storms popping up west Kansas into western Nebraska, all the way down into, again, parts of Texas, and then further to our north into the western Dakotas. So again, for the most part, I think generally pretty quiet as we head through the holiday weekend. As far as temperatures are concerned, again, highs today. It's going to be a little bit cooler in western Nebraska. We're looking at 70s to near 80. In the eastern half of the state, looking at low to mid 80s. So again, close to normal, I think, for eastern Nebraska. Maybe a little bit below average for the western half of the state. Lows into Saturday morning should be pretty comfortable. Oop, skipped ahead too far there. Lows into Saturday morning, we're looking at mid to upper 50s to near 60 degrees for a lot of us. Some low 50s possible in the far eastern sections of the state from Falls City up towards the Omaha area. Highs on Saturday look similar, maybe a few degrees warmer in the west, mid to upper 70s, low to mid 80s for the eastern half of the state, 84 in Lincoln, same in Grand Island, 76 in North Platte. Sunday morning, again, we're looking at upper 50s, low 60s for lows, so again, pretty comfortable. And then Sunday afternoon, again, basically the same story, a little bit cooler in the west, warmer in the east, with low to mid 80s, 86 in Lincoln, so maybe a few degrees warmer on Sunday. And then into Memorial Day, Monday morning, we're looking at mid 50s to low 60s for lows. Monday afternoon, a few degrees warmer. We're looking at 80s to maybe near 90 degrees for west to east across the state. Warmest readings in the east, Lincoln into the upper 80s. Some areas flirting with 90 degrees for the day on Monday. A more national view, again, high temperatures on Saturday. Again, you can see a little bit cooler across the Carolinas, where they're going to be dealing with clouds, more widespread rain. High of just 60 in Raleigh. You head further to the south across the southern plains, Oklahoma, Texas, looking at 80s, some 90s in the desert southwest, 97 in Phoenix for the day on Saturday. Cooler into the Pacific Northwest with temperatures into the 70s, 60s along the California coast, 61 in San Francisco, 65 in Los Angeles. So again, overall, I think pretty comfortable weather for our Memorial Day weekend for the day on Saturday. For the day on Sunday, again, kind of similar conditions across the middle of the country. We're looking at generally temperatures in the 80s, cooler on the coast, again with 70s into the northeast, D.C. 76, but again, cooler across the Carolinas. Florida, we're looking at 70s and 80s. Texas, 80s, some 90s again for Vegas, Phoenix, El Paso, 60s and 70s in California into the Pacific Northwest. On Sunday, basically more of the same. Again, coolest readings kind of across the Appalachians and across the Carolinas. And then for the Memorial Day on Monday, again, basically the same story. 80s across the middle part of the country, maybe near triple digits in Phoenix and across parts of Arizona, over near Death Valley. Low 60s for Los Angeles, San Francisco, low 70s in Seattle looks pretty comfortable. So again, overall things again looking pretty good for the holiday weekend. In terms of the rainfall potential, again, this should take us through the weekend and into the day on Monday. Again, you can see that big blocking ridge, keeping things pretty dry across much of Minnesota, Iowa, Wisconsin, Illinois, Missouri, Arkansas, again up towards Michigan, up into, again, the northeast. Again, heaviest rain over the next several days looks like I mentioned, with that low spinning across the Carolinas. It's going to be across parts of southern North Carolina and South Carolina, where, again, they could see several inches of rain as we hit over the next several days. Otherwise, those scattered showers and thunderstorms could bring anywhere from around, I don't know, half an inch to an inch of rain across kind of the high plains, across the western Dakotas into western Nebraska, western Kansas, and then down into parts of West Texas as well. So again, the Carolinas, again, if you have travel plans to the Carolinas, that's certainly one I would keep an eye on with the potential for some more widespread rain in those areas. Otherwise, again, I think if you just kind of keep an ear to the ground in terms of if there's going to be any pop-up thunderstorms, there shouldn't be too much of a concern. Here's a look at the Lincoln 7-day forecast. Again, should be dry Friday and Saturday. Highs in the low to mid-80s. A little bit warmer on Sunday. We'll go 86. 20% chance for maybe a spotty shower or storm, but again, likely dry for most of the day on Sunday. Memorial Day Monday is a slightly better chance for some showers and thunderstorms in the Lincoln area. Temperatures in the upper 80s. Then we stay in the upper 80s to finish out the month of May and start meteorological summer. June 1st, next Thursday, high of 89. Again, small chance for some spotty showers and thunderstorms. Otherwise, looking like a pretty summer-like forecast as we finish off meteorological spring, which again ends as May ends, and start off meteorological summer, which again is June, July, and August. So again, overall, I think the forecast for the holiday weekend right now is looking pretty good. As always, we will continue to have you updated. Again, any thunderstorm chances across the state. Keep it tuned to 1011 both on air and online. Again, we'll have all the latest forecast details coming up tonight at 4, 5, 6, and 10. And then obviously meteorologist Melissa Meter will have all the forecast details this weekend as well. So again, thanks for watching. Hope everyone has a nice holiday weekend. Hope everyone gets to spend it either with some family or maybe just having some downtime away from work, away from the office, and just getting to relax a little bit. So thanks for watching. Hope everyone has a nice Friday, and hope everyone has a nice Memorial Day weekend.